NAVI in their way. Let's see how they make this composition look. Let's see if they can make it look convincing enough. Already a nice little pop flash, but a lovely slow down of things there. And actually, I think that was a bit of a rough stun coming through, but still a little bit of a trade back and forth. And a 3-2 end result until the swing. I mean, that pop flash was fantastic, but Miniboo laboured, sure.
It's going to need an ace.
In the round. God, the bar is high.
16 HP left. Hero and Ruxic very healthy on the other side of this and just will wait here to force a decision out of Miniboo. Does have a bit of space. I mean, he can slip away, but doesn't have concrete info on what lies in.
At this point, I'm so concerned, but the first has to be perfect. A chance! It happened throughout this. As obviously coming into this, he's going to be setting himself up to, I say, succeed. But they're close on this. Comeback might be dead here. Fortunate enough to be able to fall away, but only for a second goes back in. Oh, stop it! What was that for? Comeback! I thought you were a little over the line, but how wrong I was. Is it going to be all five? We said there had to be an ace last round.
Ruxic, that'd be part of the system to understand that.
Well, I can't recover from that.
Wait,
I mean, it felt like they got caught.
He was in no man's land
it was caught in between a weird idea, right? Now, I quite like this stall again. Buys a couple of seconds for rotation, but there's the value of the Vice utility, at least, slowing things down here, allowing that tip of the spear to somewhat be blunted. I'm sure that phrase will be said a fair amount, but again, a bonus for NAVI.
All three members of NAVI, and well, at least here, bait out the wall. And bait a peek out of Hero on the other side.
I still quite like what Cloric's doing, but now I feel like it's a touch too behind the curve. And if it's not overthought, this should be simple stuff for Liquid. Ruxic does get a recovered rifle.
30 seconds
no one's
left.
Quite watching this yet.
And Cloric's going to have a ton of space to play into here. Nats is watching this angle, but actually bested here.
Potentially a mini-map moment. It didn't look like Nats even got a shot back in that. Oh, Wayne, so close. Now you got to look towards seeing what Ruxic's doing. The flash good, going to confirm attendance towards short side of things. But Ruxic needs to be the one to kind of, I guess, shoulder a great deal of this. Has to go through the motions. A little bit of chip, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, tag onto Wayne.
Yeah, fantastic. Again, going to have to get the heal going. Any more is really big damage, and Ruxic could apply some pressure.
Poison's off.
Still, the post plant should be solid. I mean, Wayne, I imagine, does have the molly, and it's fine.
Miniboo already, ultimate online for him. Comeback looking to get aggressive here on short behind this wall. It might just be.
On that, we'll get the replay team to get it going. Going to shoulder up nice and close, but lovely spacing. That's what I love seeing here. Fundamental work from Nats, really, really solid. Not going to waste that ult coming through. Takes the space, takes the player. They've had a pick basically on both sides of the map. And it's both aggressive positions coming out from the NAVI side, not really allowing Hero to shine in this. Too far back to have much of a real say of things. Because that side control is going to be theirs. They've already pulled that rotation. Yeah. This is simple stuff.
Nats has already got the benefit of timing here. We'll find a kill to boot. Just Hero left now in a 1v. We'll see a Bucky invested upgraded pistols. Comeback does have a shield, so well though, that's the better of Nats on the first one.
Yeah, still pretty solid. If Ruxic gets play, then this could be something special from Ruxic. Taking down Camo as well, lovely stun from Comeback, and of course you're going to invest that ult now. Seems so much more valid at this point as Purpo overwhelmed. That was fan. A little confused as to where to go, but they did get to work. Yeah. But I think, if anything, even though just two, maybe three players at most were here, it is going to indicate the bulk of the forces are coming this way. Ruxic already falling. Things at NAVI in this hold gets weakened drastically. I'm looking towards Comeback. I'm looking towards Cloric to try and play this right. Create a pinch out of nowhere.
They still know that Showers is unchecked.
30 seconds.
Who should be on that? He is. Checkmate, easy work for him. Comeback's position becomes irrelevant. And the other three are so far behind the curve now.
Really tough to break back through here. Luckily, Cloric did escape with his life.
Could be a really kind of two-front problem.
Looking to challenge towards this position.
I quite like the versatility so far.
Oh my god, it's Nats with the op though.
But lazy on the repetition, maybe feeling he was going to get away with it. And be pretty well equipped at handling pressure, even with the Seekers, even with all that util.
Ruxic's taking the TP though.
Here we go.
They have a good understanding of what the setup was on A. With that TP sound, Liquid know they can quick pivot.
That's a lovely call. Lovely mid-rounding on that. They found the weak spot. Even At this 4v4, they found a completely absconded site.
30
Plant now in
seconds
play.
Spike planted.
Liquid with 4 up. And look at this deeper work coming out from Nats here. Camo sent further forward, and the statistic up to the 70s. Now looking to grow even further in the post-plant. Filu, Ruxic, and Cloric, if you're not winning
Save
in the
again.
opening, it's cancel.
A beautiful call here. Again, you get that pick on the A site, and Navi are so eager to try and bail out comeback. As soon as the Seekers get popped, I mean, there it's difficult for the judge to really do anything. And it's how quick it's more. Yeah, Navi, as we were just discussing, got himself into one of those spots that doesn't necessarily need the op, but he can potentially find a kill.
That's a different sort of start, though. And there's the correct sort of stall. Now you potentially a pick here, something to play with. Navi have to play incredibly. Oh my god! Oh, you're kidding me! You're
my
kidding me!
God.
You're absolutely kidding
He
me!
saw the rifle, saw the operator stick out there. He must have done.
Surely you're not gonna be. I mean, yeah, I'd love to see it from his POV, because Camo, Wayne, and Miniboo now up against it numerically, even further with that as Camo falls. First time they had been given those opportunities, those play-ins later into the round. Great positioning for. Dude, I've already had a week off, man. I can't come back and drop that in my first Skyfall. Speed
Comeback
and
lands the shot this
pace.
time, though.
Yeah, and I like that. A really nice start to things. Very versatile. Previously, it was over towards Showers. This time, over towards B Long. Now doesn't need to overdo it, right? I want to see him sit.
Audio cue given away towards Long here. Still going to try and stick this landing. Orbital strike invested here, feeling good for the first. Purpo trades out.
Yeah, but Nats again finds comeback. It's that little value he finds to create security, potentially for this post-plant. In an even 3v3, you look towards the ults here as well, though. That at least sits with Na'Vi. Can Ruxic or potentially Hero find an opportunity?
Look at how far Nats away is. He's not going to be affected by the ult if they do invest it.
Let's see. Gonna have to cause some level of movement here. Wayne, no molly, unless that's already been sent through. That's as well. Util burnt somewhat here, so down to the really thinner things. An opportunity calling. Nats denying. Two in the round.
Was that a headshot, Cloric?
Yeah, we're going to have to watch that one back. He goes bounding in. It's now on Wayne in a 1v2. On the spike. Oh, the position just might be the end of it. Not guessing. Can't get it right here. Ruxic. He went off the defuse. He could have sat it on that one, but he's got the job done in the end. It's a little close, but just with that ult to play with, going to opt to try and clear through Long, and you can already see that Na'Vi want none of that. Cloric could be a little close. Oh, the catch from the ult. That is foul.
The perfect counter. Camo removed it.
That's so sick.
Liquid have slipped the net, though. Not sure if anybody's noted up towards site here. Hero and Ruxic still on task, though. Well, hang on. They swapped places.
Oh, Miniboo just got Hero. Quick trade for Ruxic. This is getting a bit sketchy here. I'm surprised he's still alive. How is he threading that needle? I thought there was support here. I thought Wayne was with him. Left alone. Caught off guard, sure, because I probably didn't expect to be baiting his teammate. But for Wayne, I guess he was already...
Nats is looking this way.
Nats.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, that's all good. All good in the end. A little risky, but Wayne now 1v3.
Tap onto the spike here. Only 20 seconds left to play with, so unless somebody over-peaks on this first...
Wayne. Hit a worldy shot.
I've seen a Wayne clutch in a while.
I feel like it was kind of won and lost there. Oh,
Taken down.
You got me back. You lost me. But for Filu, that B-side, aggression through Showers, but it just really hinges also on Hero playing his life well enough here. And he's... Ooh, I thought he had Miniboo on that one as well, but by now, surely the plan's kind of understood, right? You've got pressure down B long. I'm surprised he didn't rotate earlier towards B. Maybe you're aware of a lurk. There's still Nats around. Of course, he could be anywhere at this point. But you look at the way the map is, Na'Vi have a good sort of space-taking approach in this. It doesn't leave much for Liquid to feel secure about, but at this point, Liquid probably happy enough with the site.
The plant here to Purpo.
But if Nats' attention is purely focused on you, you probably would have won it. But actually, Ruxic perfectly fine in that one. Shoulders it well, takes the longer route. Does he expect the additional body out the back? That's going to be Wayne there. Purpo handles it. Na'Vi clearing house. Wayne last one alive, and he can't really challenge on that defuse happening. No. At this point, you can already see that little check-in on comeback's impact. You've got to keep that in mind. This man is a bit of a gunner. And early pressure. Camo going to get the first, though. This has been a good indicator for the Liquid side at getting these sites under control. And then you look at that Nats layering, punishing those rotations. What was working earlier?
We held here outside long for the time being. Still a little bit of damage there from the wall.
Ooh.
I've got your trail.
And the Seeker on top. Ah, the timing, man. Just got a little greedy, wanted it all, wanted the stun to work out. But he's got his boys on the site, and Ruxic handles it with ease. Lovely synergy, lovely work on the utility, but still, they've got it back down to a 3-piece, but you've got to look on the other side of the map. You've got to expect that
That's
there's
the
been
catch.
a bit of pressure, and here's the almost anti-lurk right on the other side of things, but that's better. NAVI starting to put together the pieces. Still util to clear. And there's going to be the peak. It's Popo looked confused how to deal with the Vice, but I guess he had to at 25 seconds, but I'd like to see them go together. Wayne now going to try and pick up the pieces, but he's the only one left.
And exactly the sort of situation I was talking about earlier. Going unchecked this long, late round, that utility pays off massively. Ruxic should catch Wayne before he can...
Glance, but I mean, it is just a quick glance. That's better though. Takes a second look, invests utility. Purpo is going to be cleared. He was the one real player on that CT side. There is the additional body of Nats over towards Heaven, but at this point you're kind of looking at what Wayne and Camo can do, and how dare I take my eyes off Nats, I guess. 3v3. And Liquid have cleared front sight, so pretty indicative of where these remaining players reside.
Look at the plan.
But yeah, you're right. It is. Oh, and I think Hero just again that reposition, making it uncomfortable. But the defuse is going to be the problem that they couldn't.
Oh, what?
Farming.
Liquid link position.
Oh, it was so nice, but I think they ate it anyway. Okay, well done to swarm it, I guess. But for Liquid, they've got Purple here, so shouldn't really be, I don't want to say too much of a problem, but he's playing it well. He's not going to try and outstay his welcome. Hero. Okay. Hero, you're not meant to hit that, bro. You're not meant to hit that, bro. Like, that's...
But it is only two Bulldogs. Going to try and have to make some moves to capitalize on this at a disadvantage. Mini Boot will do just that. Ruxic found comfortably here. Hero noted as well. You don't want to overstay your welcome. Camo's charging you down.
Yeah, I just think he was just out of that sound sort of area where he couldn't quite hear it. Wayne up close, so this time trying to shoulder up much better. Lovely individual read. What a lovely bit of work from Wayne then. After being pretty much overrun, takes the riskier side of things. Clean figure in either category. And I would say even if they did lean back on that mini boo explosive style where a little bit kind of faster and loose, hold on, anything.
Everyone's
fine. It's fine. All good. Then I think you would have been outdone by teams who are better at it anyway, but I would like to have seen them try a bit more. Stick a little bit true to that identity. Camo, farming.
Spike down A.
Nah. Okay, now.
What about it?
He's top fragging though. Ooh, it's I saw a world.
On 8. We'll leave Mini Boot on an island. At least deals with the dog. There's the lurk gone.
I'm just a little bit scared for Mini Boot who's being, I don't want to say aggressive going for that jump spot, but it's a risky look. Trying to stall things out, maybe just trying to posture that he's, you know, more than what's there.
He was so close to getting out there.
I thought he might have, but he's still got the shorty. Wait, speaking of shorties, I thought comeback had that, but Camo did pop the ult, and now it gets a little chaotic. Zeke's coming in, just about every ult can be invested, but a little bit of a blind shot there from Chloric, but Mini Boot on the clean up. There's Nats.
Heads up from Mini Boot as well to get out of dodge there at the right time. Allow this, at least drop a pit here to try and scale out a hookah.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, and an ability to probably backstab here, but it's what's the dog?
Wait,
Mini Boot still got the kill!
How did Mini Boot get them? Were you still watching Mini Boot just in case, or was it just simply luck? The pop flash is, I was going to say perfect, but actually they're able to shoulder it, and Na'Vi kind of even the score up. It's 3 apiece, and I don't quite understand how we're here, but...
They are dumping investment into this round. Seekers as well on top here. Still Camo in a position to hold down the 4A site.
And he's played this calm. He's played it cool. He might have just played it absolutely on the money. Camo, I thought he might have been on for it. Comeback's considering going for a swing, but at this point, Chloric's out of there.
Are they going to expect Wayne here this early, though?
I think they could beat Wayne at least on the drop. Yeah, they have, so Plant could be in play. Done the best you can with what you have. 2v3, and Camo feels inevitable, doesn't he? Doesn't really matter which side it comes down. Chloric is going to try and at least isolate on that CT side. Nats gets there. I mean...
Scenario for sure, but...
That's how I imagine myself, and it's such a lie. The 7 I get, though, are really good. This time, Comeback's actually got things started, so... Stop it! There's normally, like, there's this thing, you know...
What he gets is valuable.
They're really valuable, guys. A lot of those of how's he done it. Miniboo's completely outdone Philo on the back line, so definitely won't expect Purpo here as well. Hero is being baited in. Hook line and...
Hook line and got both of them.
Yeah, he got off the line. Hero somehow still standing. Nats once again asked to do pretty much unthinkable things, which he seems to be able to do all the damn time. But Rooksick looking for chances, and this time he's found it. But I like to just make a scene. For now, though, you can see the Navi have been given a little bit of a clear-cut avenue in towards the A site. The problem is the Liquid are going to be aware of that. They're standing just outside of it. And Camo there to support. The second that Miniboo backed away, he was there to backfill the space. It was perfect. Now Miniboo invested the ult. Feels a little kind of fruitless at this point, but as it stands, they hold the site.
I would stop that from developing immediately. Feel it. Well, he's right.
He certainly... Oh, Hero.
Good catch on Miniboo.
I was like, well, you're probably not going to be able to do that more than once. Hero's up for a go for it, apparently.
Surprised not to see some aggression onto the spike tap there. Maybe just a slower reaction or waiting still to take advantage of the head count here.
I'm happy enough to wait for him to try and back. I mean, you can see why. Camo is such a sick aimer, honestly, and they found the other player, right? They found at least one more. Cloric now noted. Hero would have been considered too. Camo's on an absolute tear.
NAVI as well. That one anomaly almost hurts the loss bonus to keep the ball rolling.
Oh, that was an ambitious comeback. At least it sets up for a trade. And
Rooksick's brute force.
You're not meant to get two on that either. Like, I'll give you one on the trade, but the second is wild to be given. But with Camo still alive and his aim being as sharp as it is, my eyes are still on this round. Not going to come in. Four players, though, to the good for NAVI. Miniboo quick to the case, however, and not been checked on.
Hero's looking elsewhere.
Yet. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh! It's a nightmare coming to life here. Cloric having to fight for some space. Pops the Seekers, desperate for some security. As Miniboo's taken side control, Wayne by side, does outdo Cloric, and Miniboo's there.
So Liquid should have a good idea of what's coming.
Oh, nice ult. That could be pretty tough stuff for Miniboo. I imagine still has a shorty, but gonna get himself out of there. Wayne's still sitting pretty, comes back around. And Liquid still dropping more bodies than they're losing. Miniboo's back in action. Camo caught on the flash here, still standing on 6 HP. Goes back in for more, sets up the trade, and it is...
Back and Philo to lead the charge here. Miniboo has backed away. Oh, the next obstacle here, Miniboo looking to go aggressive.
Okay, that felt a little bit desperate at the point of no return, as Wayne should be dead, but he's still standing.
Looks like Philo looking to transition into vents here.
No.
Camo ready and waiting though. Freebie on the first. Rooksick will find the trade.
Okay, we're still in it. But there's an issue. There's a Rooksick.
First few go missed there, and I'm worried for a second.
It's always the hardest one when they're just like backs turned to you. Okay, 2v2 post plant. Purple's got great kit to actually play with here, but not particularly backing away either. Actually, Hero's the one to find the shot towards Heaven, leaving Wayne in the 1v2.
One enemy remaining.
Cloric did just run at him with his knife out, I'm pretty sure there. Luckily, he's got Hero to save the day.
The Bulldog and two rifles, Miniboo able to negate the near sight here.
Steps that Hero's taking, this site is not clear. There's still two players here, one on pillar, one CT, and Camo in the off angle, just playing on his aim. And why not when you land shots like that? The second sublime, as Rooksick and Philo still have the issue of finding Wayne. I mean, fortune favors Rooksick in this instance, as Wayne gets denied, but he's left on 6 HP.
Yes, Philo has to do the heavy lifting here. Nats nearly catching the spam. Now tagged up, going to try and TP back across to try and get to safety here. Rooksick has to find a kill, and he does.
Really nice double swing actually from NAVI, making the most of a bad situation, trying to play the odds here, but Philo has to then go above, right? He's got to over-deliver, and he's on for it. He's absolutely on for it. Slated if they go hunting for it. Oh, he's actually got a little cubby. That is brilliant. Again, Hero really heads up work. Just have that little corner to slip into. Doesn't get detected by the horn. Now you look towards the side. Comeback's making it tricky for Miniboo to gap close in this, but he's going to find a pretty vulnerable Rooksick here. Miniboo, are you making up for a little bit of a mistake in that previous round? He's certainly put him to work here. With Camo falling, Cloric going to fall into the round. I thought there was something to be said there about it.
Capitalize here. Showstopper sent through. Doesn't connect though.
I look like it went off mid-air more than anything, but comeback does get the shot on Nats there. And they're just willing to brawl out middle. Navi's coming out the better of this one. Wayne could stop this though. Oh, that was messy. Gets overrun and Navi should have sight here.
Somehow, some way, still get the benefit onto B site, and we'll get the plant here. Camo tries to get cheeky through the smoke. Has to send the nade out. Force Filu back, but can't capitalize on a kill there. Might just be a save angle, considering Miniboo does have...
Here kind of showing off a little in their post plants. Sitting it towards 62, but you can see the value of it already. Miniboo the first time is going to find a bit of a free opener. Force the hand on the ult. This speeds up Hero. You can see the want to get involved here. Time to go. Hero, having a look. He sees the trail forward, but Miniboo's finding impact again. Wayne goes down, and now Hero strikes. Timing absolutely on the money. 1v1. Purpo up against Comeback. And Comeback, the timing, and the judge makes it through the wall.
All the way into this here.
Hero, you're mad. Look how deep that goes. He bounds forward. He wants all the space, and Comeback follows it up. That's synergy. That's full faith in your teammate for clearing that space off the ult. And Navi had a plan in mind.
Now will be another early plant from Navi on the A site. Ultimates to invest here. Gonna need a miracle to turn this one around. And Ruxic immediately squashing that hope, finding 2 kills. Will be a third for him. Wayne will fall, and it's just Purpo left.
They're clean with it. Navi, look. The 7-1 enjoys, though. You put your faith in Miniboo. You put your faith in what they have, and Comeback crushes it. Only Nats to really draw blood. This looks all too simple. The Navi, as Ruxic is just taking names here.
Yeah,
get another. 8-0. Navi looking on for this. Again, loving the pace change. Super aggressive, confident afterwards. A brutal second half. Wayne with a miracle of a shot through the smoke. And they actually hold on to the front line this time.
Hero tagged down to, I've seen this before. Down to around 10 HP. This time a little better, but can't unfortunately capitalize from a chloric spam here. Miniboo taking liberties on the other side of the map and might just catch. Hero gets the kill.
Oh, Hero gets the kill! He was taking liberties, Marco. You can't be taking liberties.
Now a wide open A site. Unfortunately, Spike not in a position to capitalize just yet. There's still plenty of time left.
Nats, right? Safe pair of hands, backbone of the team. Yeah, he's that's a shorty, so what does it matter? 8 seconds only to plant. Gonna have to just commit at this point, and if he got one then, I might have been on board. Yeah, they put everyone behind that. Gonna take... We'll save that for the montage. That'll be added to the great speeches by Nats. Speaking of Nats, he's dead to rights. Comeback.
Reload as well.
Really on it, but Camo up for the fight. Going to take the space back here, but look at the HP. Going to be put under pressure. Yeah, down on 26. Should be able to layer the utility enough to hinder the scale up. Obviously, Philo can make it through. Second layer. Camo. You are a lucky boy there. That felt on a knife's edge, but Philo's actually caught Wayne, so sight does swing into the hands of Navi.
Showstopper here for Camo, though. Post into the pit, potentially, on the audio cue.
I don't want to plant the spike. And it doesn't land.
30 seconds left.
Good discipline coming up from Navi there, just to pause for a second.
He looks so far forward as well.
Look at Purpo as well. Haunt, Seize, and Prowler still ready to be played. He should be able to kind of negate this pit somewhat.
Difficult though. Ruxic playing up close and personal. Miniboo catches a bit of spam down to 8 HP now.
Okay, well there goes the Prowler. Haunt's still there. Haunt's not going to find much. It feels like it's indicative, but it's not. Chloric can still play this corner. Miniboo's done okay to find Philo, but the time's starting to tick here. Ruxic's still going to be holding this pit. And again, Miniboo's so low, but still found another. Ruxic now becomes a bit more readable. Miniboo, where the solo mission there? Miniboo able to sit on that slightly deeper off angle and just gets rewarded. There's a lot of bodies up on this though. Camo takes a curious glance and takes Ruxic down. So again, control over towards ramp. They're starting to figure this out as Hero and Chloric might get a favourable fight on B, but...
It relies on Wayne once more. Judge in hand this time. Does have a divide, so probably backing away here to wait for some...
in this match, but again, happy to try and clear close. Hero going to shift a little closer forward. Chloric gets cleared over towards Rafters. It's lovely. Liquid on the same page, finally showing up. The question becomes, is 3 at minimum enough? Excuse me.
It was a plan around Filu's TP. It was indeed a plan around Filu's TP.
How do we think that one went?
Well, we're about to find out here, as there's still 3 players for NAVI to try and recover this. Plenty of bodies from Liquid, though.
Yep, because they have the spike, I believe, actually, on the site.
It's fairly safe where it is.
Doing this to me on my first day back. You can't. It's actually tragic to witness.
Well, actually, Liquid somehow have won that one, and in-zone flawless to conclude, Lauren.
Oh, well.
We never learned anything from kickoff about this region.
No.
I think that was solidified in Santiago as well. Not solidified, there was this execute up into heaven for Liquid, though. Chloric and Ruxic dismantling it with ease.
Does Valorant always look like this?
Of pace and aggression to try and right ahead of this wall, but it's just one player that gets forward. Oh, that's got to kill.
What are we witnessing? Hero's got 3. Anybody's got a shorty. And I'm pretty sure NAVI have the round, but
The head of a wall. Can't find the first though. Chloric. Margin for error is very small. Speaking of though, Ruxic. Caught at the start of this round.
yeah, there's still judges and buckies, so kind of picking up the position to be expected. So imagine it gets cleared, but does it play in comeback? No. Miniboo better, site now secure, and the plant should be next on the cards.
Yeah, the point at which he has to back into side with the judge makes it even harder to really find the upper hand.
He's going to get a chance to farm here.
1 enemy remaining.
Camo's at it. And he's got the second. So NAVI full, not going to be able to get too much threat building. You kind of
5-round deficit.
fancy having a go at Natsu, who is going to be behind the curve, and he's dead and buried. Comeback ensuring it as well, but Miniboo wants to respond in kind. Takes over Heaven and considered chasing down the stairs, but it's better of it as Hero makes light work of Wayne. It was individual attempts here. Does get overwhelmed from Heaven, but still, looking at this now, it is a 4v3.
Spike finally making its way onto site here. Purpo will plant.
Spike planted.
Man advantage here for NAVI. So the retake success sitting at around 32% here. Could make an improvement, but Camo, his own thing to say about that. Nade to send in behind here will mitigate the paranoia.
Commanding a lot of spaces, Camo. I think Ruxic.
Enemy remaining.
Camo, so good for it. And Purpo's been one of the main stories, but he can't do it all. Need to be called out that Heaven is open, and they've probably taken that space, which they have. So Liquid going to get the first step here. Chloric trying to slow the roll, but you can't escape the inevitable. As Camo going to claim site, comeback, still standing. How is he alive? I don't know how he was breathing for that long. Luckily, Nats is in the game
1
now.
enemy remaining.
Well,
She made this round his own.
Yeah, a third to find. Will potentially get the pit here if he can clean up the final member of NAVI being Hero. He absolutely will. Hero trying to hold down mid here. Bucky in hand. Doesn't even get the first Camo.
Nope.
Easy clearance for him. 0 damage done on the way in. Look towards B main though. Wayne will have Filu noted here on the back of the paranoia. Does he get charged down? He does indeed. Upgrade found for Filu.
Yeah, but it looks like Miniboo wants to try and challenge that. Gotta be careful not doing it alone. Nats carrying on where he left off
1
here.
enemy remaining.
And it's Camo to secure an assist if required. Filu was noted earlier, so the chances.
Start to dwindle, but
Yeah, not done yet,
that's
but
probably going to be the moment the Liquid call to,
button up.
yeah. We fix up, look sharp in this post plant now.
Shadows traveling.
And still got the paint shell to deny this first tap. Actually eating a bit of damage there for Filu. Again, if he can find some damage short, it's going to look unlikely here with Nats. I'm curious to see the investment here. A couple of questions in terms of investment in the first half for NAVI.
Yeah, Ruxic caught in no man's land. Can't quite get closed down on. Ruxic still breathing, and Miniboo changes where he looks. And now it becomes a bit predictable here. Hero looks dead to rights. He is melted in a second, and Liquid starting to scale well. I was going to say Nats is kind of giving them 2 rounds. This could be a third potentially at this point. It's 5v3. They're going to get the plant. I don't know what's going to stop them.
Bit more decisive here in the English. Nats on the hunt though. Wants to remove some of this weaponry first to be come back. Second to be Chloric.
Sorry, what just happened to Nats? He's had like 3 rounds back to back, getting
keep on
three.
keeping on, man. It's part of the plan.
If we start losing, I'll get us 3. Don't worry.
I will find 3 rounds where I'm finding multi-kills. Don't sweat it, guys.
Just keep on.
Feeling noted now, at least. It's. I mean, that's as good as a death sentence, really. Individual swings here. Fence. Able to scale past this wall here. Maybe pressure onto Hero.
Nah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
will find it.
Nothing he could do about that. Nicely navigated as well from Liquid. Didn't look like he took too many chances. And Nats equipped to go farming if it gets that far. But now just a fight in middle. And Nats is doing what we expect to a degree, going farming. He's still going.
Don't give him
Prime
enough.
time? Is it prime time? Is that what he was saying?
They now can capitalize on the back of this pit.
Yeah, creeping out. Scaling up. Hero going to invest ult. Good idea as well. 28 seconds. He's kind of trying to dodge every piece of utility coming his way. He's actually managed it
Both
mostly.
revealed.
Just caught on the way back there. Doesn't take too much damage. Is he going in that pit? I think he absolutely is.
He's
Hero
removed that to a top.
feeling audacious. Rooksik in support, and suddenly things are going wrong with 10 seconds. Can Camo and Purpo secure anything here? 6? I don't think they can get a plant now.
No.
It's too little too late. Right on the wire. They can sacrifice bodies for this, and they will. No. 9 rounds to the name. Liquid are up against it, right? 12 to Na'Vi. No errors to be made here. And Na'Vi willing to be a little bit braver, a little bit bolder, but that's a risky move. Miniboo with a judge, going to take away comeback. And that's 5 to the 4. Heaven now going to be smothered by Liquid. The main, though, still somewhat swinging into the hands of Na'Vi.
Oh, Hero.
So aware. And as soon as Liquid have gone back to this more traditional stuff, it feels like Na'Vi are able to handle it. Nats on that same sort of position, these kind of half-hearted attempts here. But Na'Vi actually going to fall at least in holding the site.
Actually, great isolation on Rooksik here. A beautiful shot onto Purpo.
No right to hit that on Purpo, but he does nonetheless. And 3v3, Hero again. Just doing work. This guy wants his sight back. And he's...
They want to adopt. It's just going to come down to that. Particularly here on the first half, them really slowing down Na'Vi is going to allow Nats to find value in some of these sets.
With a lot on his plate. If I'm not mistaken, Camo might be getting a bit closer, yet starting to lean this way. Oh, God, Camo!
So good with that pistol, man.
He's actually been so on point today. Chloric could have put in a bit of a shift himself, certainly, but still, it is a 4v2. Filu and Chloric. It's a slow march around the map, hoping to catch someone off guard.
You know, exploration elsewhere.
Can't need that to be clean.
Needed one there.
Yeah.
Filu does find Nats, though.
Okay, so you can maybe turn around and help now, as they do mostly come from the same direction. Trying to split up a little bit here, try and maybe levy the time while the paranoia's around, but Chloric going to get noted. Spammed away, re-swing, can't. I'm surprised he was still shouldering this, but maybe just feeling confident while he still has the paranoia, but maybe a little too confident, right?
Quite didn't miss that one.
No, he landed that one bang on. So site now open. Nice little upgrade there as well for comeback. Barely gets away. Didn't get closed down on in all of that mayhem, so can they make it count? Purpo outdoes comeback, no shields obviously for the Na'Vi side, so stings a little more. And Nat's feeling brave enough up on the box, but now Hero and Rooksik
played out of this one almost.
pretty much. They can try and make it costly, but Nat's putting in a... Right, still a judge. This feels so tense now. Mini boots. Okay, he got caught a little there. That was a lovely seize, actually, just to catch him in clear close, but Wayne... Being a little creative. Do they check on this as diligently? Maybe they're shooting it back to Wayne. No, but they still get the kill. So rewards there. We're not finding any of that smaller margin to play into. And Na'Vi can take the tour now.
Full run of the match. Damage on the way in here.
Oh, he's got to be on red alert, right? Comeback wants to secure it. What a shot as well. 3 in the round for the man. Clearing house. Yeah, against a bonus, but still well navigated. That's the last 2. Feeling more like a formality than anything. Tuck in deeper. Nats does find him. Okay, so that's a rifle lost. Any more gets problematic. You can see the timing on the swing from Camo. Not going to be able to capitalize. Nats now tries to hold.
Na'Vi actually looking to just find very early access into B. Ahead of the util as well.
Everything. And actually still dies. That's the unfortunate factor, but the the way that they've somehow managed to keep that in check while he's dodged everything in his way is wild. And look at the map. Miniboo is en route. That's an easy catch for him. Liquid, I don't get it, man.
Capitalising off the info here from the Neural Theft.
Door stuck.
No.
Ruxic in a 1v. Well, it was 5, now 4.
Have to feed into this. With where the spike is, it would take, well...
If anything, a little bit too obtuse for him. Let's thin that down a little. Miniboo going to take the attention initially and the paranoia, but Hero's quick to this. Maybe a little too quick there. No idea. A sharp shot and comeback following up. Hero in succession. It's all there for them. A very simplistic but great burst on the site.
NAVI just disrespecting that.
Spike planted.
Hero, the one to really brute force his way forwards.
One enemy
Posted
remaining.
here, wheel catch. Purpo as well, on for 4 if Nats can do anything to have a say in the matter. Well, we'll find the first here, but tagged up and noted. Position now. Yeah, Rooks.
Well, this is a big one for him. He can get that paranoia just right. Allow for the swing. He's a bit behind. That's messy. Not good enough there from Wayne. Gets outdone completely by comeback. So now Camo put in an unwinnable position. Overwhelmed. And Miniboo's only got a stinger.
You would have expected Miniboo to want to benefit off it. Hang on.
Oh, come off it.
Just caught a Hero. No damage done to him. Feelu does get the trade.
In a clear sight. Now Purpo's been one of those players who's got our eye acquired.
Back onto this A
Last
side.
player standing.
Comeback's going to find a freebie. Nats now forced to wait this one out.
And I think for me, just it feels like Wayne's not really hitting his comfort zone at the moment. Like timings wise, he just feels a little bit out of sorts. And it's also that factor scrim time and how much of Liquid put into this map. It's obviously not been in their wheelhouse for a long
Oh
time.
my god.
No, guys. Gamble.
And look where Hero's wall is as well.
Oh. But now you know that you've been read, right? That call has been made. So do you change your mind? Do you carry on 30 seconds? It's only pistols, but there's always a threat, right?
Left.
But now Plant should be, I don't want to say comfortable. Opportunity here. Yeah, that's lovely. Ruxic could get overwhelmed, but he's taken away the kind of danger element to this. Hero now in position. Lovely. Yeah. EP play.
Stuck.
It's not been brilliant. I wish we had the timeout comms almost for that call. But it looks direct towards site, and I think we're going to have those, a little bit of a check-in right about now.
Yeah, close.
Yeah,
They can be sent, guys. Care.
I doggy.
My flash. Go. Can we double pick this? Up. Yeah, wait, come coming. 1, 2.
Upping C.
Heaven. I'll bubble him.
There's 2C.
Okay.
Right, 3 on the raise, guys. Can we come back A? Can we come back A?
One side, you can.
Right, come back A, guys. Come back A.
If we get side, I have ult, yeah. Yeah, I can even ult you as well.
Gamble up. I'm just gonna walk by myself right now. AK just?
I'm going here. Come. No,
I'm jumping, ready?
Wait,
One,
yeah.
outstairs,
One
outstairs.
enemy remaining.
Stairs.
Spike down A.
My setup.
Flawless.
Stairs.
Becco, try and send it.
The walk A, was it, boys?
Yes.
A looks good.
Liquid. Not necessarily what you want to see, but on a defensive half.
Desperation? I don't know what that was.
And Purpo falls.
You were doing fine. You're doing good. Playing out a B like that? I don't know, man. Okay. This just feels messy, if I'm honest, Mike. This feels really messy.
Yeah, NAVI able to just sweep this round in the first.
Now, another look towards... Purpo just caught on the back pedal as well. Just second they scale towards the site. Site's on pretty much on hand. Ruxic watching the back lines. And now has to try and complement and supplement the site itself. But under a little bit of pressure. Okay, Camo, what is that? What?
It was so
He's
quick.
hit him today. Like, he's actually a monster to try and deal with. I don't know whether they get the round or not, but I don't want to swing Camo. I'm avoiding it at all costs.
Wow, yeah, rightfully so. Feelu finds out the hard way right after that. Chloric found as well.
Whoa.
And the initial approach would have been
They've fallen for the trap.
his aim's great with a rifle, but not so much there with the showstopper.
I was going to compliment that. I felt like they fell into the trap of understanding where Nats was putting his utility, when it was just going to be him on the A side, the double stack towards the door. But then the ult happened and we all got distracted. Purpo this time going to backpedal and find comeback. 4v4. Purple on 15 HP, willing to stay around on that. And they look like they...
For Liquid.
And it's Filu trying to be the big man here. And, well, he's been put to bed.
Minibu's so late.
Yeah, you have no right walking over from C from that long away. But still, Cloric on, what, 5 HP? It's really on Ruxic here. Maybe try and help. Ruxic doing his best! Damn, they had low. NAVI not looking any more solid either. Don't think this is just a critique of Liquid. It's just trying to find out where the chips really settle. Nat's gonna be forced off this, and NAVI want to press the issue! Why him? Go anywhere else! You think it might be Nats, flee from it, man. Don't run towards it. I get the idea. You want some safety, you want some space.
Well, they catch him in the seas as well. So they just send bodies flooding towards him.
Not enough, apparently. 3 now dead, down to Filu and Ruxic. Lovely claim on that for Filu. I like what he did there. Just getting ahead of it, trying to bring it into a manageable situation, but a 2v3 is still certainly difficult. Filu, what a shot! He was putting a down performance in!
Unable to really benefit from some of that aggression in the first half, but come back here, goes forward to challenge and dealt with.
Okay.
Everyone finding kills from Liquid.
Oh, Ruxic, you're not going to live through this. 15 HP,
Smothered.
dead. Yeah, there was no way out of that. Clark, though, going to do a nice little catch on the cross, but he's the last one alive, and once they know that, it becomes almost impossible. So Plant...
Gotta feel like they're going to be able to convert this one. See, they won't find the spam, and it's Camo to find.
Take this further forward. Decent buy coming in too. They are not skimping on the purchase. What a shot. Blinky, you missed that one. Hero is gone. And well, C is very much open and available. The best thing you can do is hope to catch Nats.
Well, very path right now.
One minute.
Find the first here, caught off guard. The trade will come through. Again, an upgrade to be found here, but Camo.
Spike planted.
The plant elsewhere, and a ton of space for Liquid to capitalize on. Again, a lack of presence elsewhere. So a bit of a...
which make it a little bit more difficult for him. Maybe able to make it costly. The paranoia going straight. Oh, well, that'll do it. That will absolutely do it. Ruxic making it cost a fortune. 3 kills, and he can go down with the ship at this point. Taking away a great deal of what Liquid came in with. They will walk away with 2 of the right. Pacey round, just to make it even harder. And, well, Miniboo is leading the pack, but he's been sent away. Cloric! What an absolute belter of a shot from him.
Catch a slide and a satchel there.
Oof. Uphill now for Liquid.
Okay, I think he has a full setup.
So,
Pinpoint.
Regiment, motiverant. Taking from stairs. It's on me the now.
Who is chewing gum on
If
comms?
Well, 2 light shields to punish. Wayne can have his hands full here, though. Go forward, Purple and Camo find the kills.
These two, Camo and Purple, to me, are just such heroes on this team. This is where I get a little concerned. Nice slow down, but Camo, oh my god, he was around the corner.
Criminal.
He's around the corner. Riot Games, we're going to have a conversation. Ruxic, it's a 1v4 for him, and he was over on that C site, so it's not really viable. But man, Hero, that felt unfair
That's tough.
for you. I'm on your side.
Because he was so far behind the corner.
I'm really on your side, man. That's cruelty for Liquid.
It's just a little probe sent out by Liquid. We're not there looking to commit just yet. Great catch from Miniboo here. Cloric removed in transition.
And Purple's going to get ult now as well. So really could open up chances. Hero, I think, potentially considering that. Going to have to stall out, but do it with limited senses now. Decay still in effect too. This is going to be a tough one. He's got a second until that Prowler comes in. But by now beheaded as Nats opens up the account. Ruxic would love to have hit that. Not going to happen.
It's the opposite of the angle that Ruxic found him earlier on. Camo this time, the benefactor. 5 left standing for Liquid. It's feeling
held for the push here, but there are 3 players ready on this B site if they do just go for this approach, which can be rotten against all the varying angles, the highs and lows here, but the timing just right. The burst from Liquid, and they clear all 3. The final 2 going to be probably just as easy if they continue on this, but Nats looking to clear them now if possible. Not going to allow for it. Yeah, come on, man. Liquid, well done.
But there is a very big difference, and again it varies by map on top of that for sure.
Oh, hold on.
Mini boot. Okay, come back.
Like, look, I love
greet
Quake as well. I love CPMA, man. We're flying around the map. It's really fun. It doesn't work in this game, as Chloric could have find Nats. Where did this round just come from?
Well, and then you see really weird approaches like the
Wow.
cool, be decisive. Nats doubles down on that, but completely removed. Na'Vi will lap this up. Purpo will find a response here, but down to 10 HP. Prowler won't catch
Rukzik.
here.
He should be on for it. Ah, it's actually not clean enough. And the problem is they actually might get bailed out after what was a horrific start
both
by a
ults
better
gone.
end, but you're right. Second time of asking for the plant here.
Camo, man.
Is just landing shot after shot. How do they have a 2v2 after that beginning? I do not know. The plant's in play, but the HP is dreary. Camo on 37, Purpo on 10. Two heavy hitters though. Filu, caution being displayed.
Find you.
One gonna go in. Doesn't clear quite deep enough to really pressure much, but Camo waiting. 2 kills already. And the pressure now turns to Na'Vi. You've got to get a move on. And Camo is the executioner on this. And I think Purpo's played this right. And I think Filu can do nothing but die.
That's posted up. Might just catch someone here, but how's he still alive? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rukzik.
Thank you. Everyone say thank you to Mr. Rukzik.
We're going to have to rely on Hero going huge now.
He's good, but not that good. I don't think he could deal with all players. He'd have loved to maybe pressured Camo or caught a tag or two.
I mean, they've all slowed them down. Again, nobody's really going to be able to contest this plant.
The ult could be nice, but look how active they're getting here. Gonna have to respect it and try and back away. Is there a cubby to play in? There is. And they've got ults here. Camo can hold the line for so long.
Well, basically cancel out Hero's ultimate entirely. Able to run the clock down now. Able to actually slip back onto site and get deeper positions.
Go time. And here we go. Liquid coming out on top. Camo putting on a show today. A cut above the rest as Chloric has to face the music.